Okay, hi. I'm Gorgon's Kiss. Welcome to my YouTube channel. We're doing something today that I've never done before because we got a new project. Used to, whenever I would stream before, we would do sculpting, painting, that kind of thing. I would occasionally play some video games. I know everyone has played video games at one point or another on YouTube, YouTube, Twitch, whatever. Everyone's tried it at one point or another. I tried it too. But I really have found that I enjoy mostly making things, doing art, doing that kind of thing. So here we are again. We're trying something new. There's been a lot of upheaval in my life in the past, like everybody, in the past 5 years. There's been a lot of upheaval in my life too, not just from the various global things that everyone's gone through, but just some very personal things as well. But I feel like I have come out on top of that in a lot of ways. So we're in a better place now to try something new, which is great. I'm in a larger workspace than I used to be in. It is entirely my own. I have fewer interruptions. I have fewer of that kind of thing going on. Except for, well, he's not around right now. The little cat, whatever. He'll be around later, I'm sure, whenever he gets his. But right now, so what we're doing today is, the project is, we are going to be doing a lot of jewelry type things, costume jewelry mainly. It's really hard not to talk to your own picture on the phone instead of the actual camera. I'll get used to it eventually. But we're going to be doing used jewelry, costume jewelry, resale. So basically, thrift store, that kind of thing. You go, you find the cool stuff for, you know, however much the thrift store's selling it for, 50 cents, $1, $2. And then you go and you flip it, basically. Clean it up, store it, maybe make a couple of repairs if you need to here and there, and then resell that. Or if it's just entirely broken or just really not worth much, actually not worth much, you break it down and then you make it into something else. You make it into something new, either another piece of jewelry or something entirely different. So that's the upcycling side of it. So we've got two sides. We've got just the resale side, and then you've got the okay, we're gonna try that. We're gonna take to this. Not all of it. I'm learning my camera controls. Again, this is a brand new project. We're learning. All right. As I was saying, that's the two sides. We have our upcycling, we have our resale. And so we'll have two shops. We'll have eBay, we'll have Etsy. Etsy is for, of course, the upcycled items, the items that I produce by taking pieces apart and putting them back together, or, making something entirely new. Also, in addition to that, there are some pieces that I've come across that will be obviously for an Etsy audience. There are pieces that I want to show you in a second as part of our first haul, that they're obviously, you'll see why. Okay, so let's start with what to expect from the channel. At this point then. The idea is to do one video a week, which is just a shop update video, whether it's a haul from what have I picked up from thrift stores that week, what have I received in delivery that week, what sold, what's going on. Just a quick little update. It probably won't be a very long video. Maybe something like this, maybe something shorter, that kind of thing. Who knows? It's just a quick little video. And then the ideal at that point would be to stream twice a week. So the video would go up early to midweek, you know, Tuesday, Wednesday, that video would go up. And then the idea is to stream twice a week, either Friday and Saturday or Saturday and Sunday. I haven't decided yet, maybe Friday, Sunday. But twice a week I would like to stream, one of them being a cleaning and sorting stream, taking pieces, cleaning them up, repairing them, doing quick repairs, getting them ready to list, getting them ready to send out to sell, you know, maybe even going through and just, you know, showing you how I list things or how I get things ready to list them, how I sort and store them after they're listed, that kind of thing. Who knows? We'll just go through the process together. We'll see what you guys want to see, what you guys ask questions about, and I'll try to answer them. You know, that's what I like to do. I love to teach. As much as I love to do things, I also like to tell other people how I do things and explain it, because I think everybody should have fun with these things. So there's that. And then the second stream of the week should be just a maker's stream. Just me sitting down with my tools, with my equipment, and making stuff. Just you know, tearing things apart, rebuilding them, making new jewelry, making bookmarks, making stuff. Just making stuff. And that's the real fun stuff. I hope that lots of people will get involved in that, because again, I want to answer questions while I do it. I like teaching. I love teaching, and I love talking to people, and this is an opportunity for me, as you know, as someone who's here, you know, just me and the cat. As someone who's here with just me and the cat, this is my opportunity to talk to people. This is an opportunity to put myself out there. And that's part of what this is. This is a socialization opportunity for me. And I am really excited about that. So that's the idea, is one video, 2 streams every week. Fingers crossed we can do that. We have enough content to do that. So that's the announcements, channel update part of things. Let's talk about my first haul. Let's do that, because haul videos are always fun, no matter what people are shopping for, no matter what someone has brought in. Everyone likes to see what's in the bag, what's in the box. So when I first told my mom that this is what I wanted to do, that I wanted to do YouTube videos where I streamed or talked about jewelry making and doing an Etsy shop or an eBay shop or both, she got really excited, because my mom is great. My mom is awesome. She's extremely supportive, everything I do. And she also does Etsy. She does resell, vintage resell for housewares, glassware, and that kind of thing. She loves going to thrift stores and she loves thrift stores, yard sales, flea markets, that kind of thing, and find a treasure, bring it home, clean it up, and it's beautiful. And because she can't keep everything like that, you can't keep everything in your house like that, or you end up with floor to ceiling stuff and you can't keep it. She decided, well, you know, the fun part for her is the finding it and finding a bargain. Well, she's got to get rid of it, so she decided to start selling it on Etsy after she cleans it up and finds the beauty in the piece. So her store is called Between the Ages, and she's done very well. She's done very well. It's become, I think, a lot bigger for her than she thought it would be, and she just has a blast with it. It's something for her to get out and do now that she's retired, and now that my stepfather has passed away, especially while he was sick. It was something for her to get out of the house, because she was caretaking for him for a long time. But it's also still something for her to get out and do and have fun doing, and that kind of thing. So she helped me like come up with some ideas, and she brought me a bunch of stuff that she's not going to sell in her shop because it's not in her niche. It's not housewares, it's not barware, it is jewelry or very jewelry related things that she doesn't want to sell anymore. She wants to really pare down what she's doing. Excuse me. She wants to really pare down what she's doing so that, you know, she can focus. And I get that, because, you know, you get too broad and you've just got a big collection and you don't know what you're doing. That's why I wanted to focus on jewelry. I've always loved funny little pieces of jewelry and things like that. So, and it's easier for me to store smaller pieces. So anyway, she gave me a bunch of stuff. Whether she gave me some jewelry that she had picked up over time, and she decided she does not want to sell. She's picked up a lot of pieces, like bags of broken costume jewelry that her sister, my aunt, who also has an Etsy shop, my aunt's shop is called Eclectic Fair, and hers is a bit more diverse, as the name suggests. It is vintage clothing. She does vintage jewelry resale, vintage clothing, jewelry, toys, the really unique, odd kind of stuff. Not oddities like your she wouldn't do taxidermy, I don't think. Maybe she would, but she is my aunt after all. But the more unique the piece, she really goes wild on it. So Eclectic Fair for your kind of different kind of stuff, and then you've got Between the Ages for your classic vintage. That's my mom, Between the Ages, and Eclectic Fair for my aunt. Between the two of them, they're extremely supportive ladies, very much girls. Between the two of them, they have supplied me with enough jewelry pieces and some other accessories related to jewelry that will really get me started. At least this week, next week, maybe even 3 weeks out. And I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful. Even some equipment is on loan until I can get some more equipment of my own. So yeah, thanks to them. I guess this video is sponsored by Mom and Aunt Jackie. Thank you so much. But I'll also link to their shops as well as my own down in the description below, because they have some cool stuff. You need to check them out. So again, we're gonna show you what they've given me this week. Plus, we went on a little shopping trip. Me and my mom went on a little shopping trip around to those different thrift stores earlier this week and picked up some cool stuff for just like resale and maybe a little bit of upcycling too. So let's start with what Mom gave me. We're gonna start with this little trinket box. This is very cool. It is metal. I don't know if it's silver plate. There's no markings on the bottom of it that show silver plate, but it should polish up very nicely. It's this beautiful rose emblem in relief on that box there, which is awesome. Very nice. And then, oh yeah, you gotta see the bottom inside too. A very clean, now there's a little bit of lint in it, but otherwise a very clean blue, bright blue, royal blue velvet interior. It's just so nice. This should polish up very nicely. A very nice item to work with on a cleaning stream when we get to doing that. That'll be something nice for that. There is this lovely jewelry box, vanity top jewelry box. There's a mirror on top. I have to be careful about where I shine that mirror because you can see everything in this office. And you can see the mirror itself is quite dirty, but that, you know, that's some Windex. And then the metal frame around that will need to be polished. And the lid, there's no lifting to that lid. It is just a drawer. It's not even it's not a very deep, it's a fairly deep drawer. I just have a little trouble at this angle pulling it open. A nice darker blue velvet exterior, and of course the drawer is lined velvet, the same color velvet. Not quite a navy, but in this light it looks almost navy. Metal handles. It's footed, which is very nice. A lot of people like their footed items. extremely vintage. I'm not sure what year that would be. It's very classic looking. I'd have to ask my mom. She would know more about that piece. Because Mom is compared to me, she's the vintage expert. Along the same lines, there's this nice wooden one. The stickers are still on it. There's this beautiful wooden jewelry box. And this would be more for someone who keeps wallets and that kind of thing, because you put your little wallet down in here, glasses, keys, you know, watch, that kind of thing. Right up on there is another sticker. God, I hate stickers. But anyway, so nice, solid wooden, good solid wooden piece. So it's obviously vintage, obviously older piece. Would go on a nice set of drawers or that kind of thing. Someone's end table. It is also has drawers on the inside, and it's a divided drawer with a nice red velvet interior. Pretty clean. Could use a little bit of cleaning up. Nothing that a little bit of a damp washcloth won't fix, though. But yeah, you just do some pledge on that. Wipe out the interior. Shine right up. Make sure all the sticker goo's off, and it's ready to go. It's ready. You know, that's you know, ready to resell. It's ready to go be listed. Now, in my opinion. So, and then here's something that I'll need to talk to Mom again about her expertise. This is a little ring tray, or ring bowl, ring plate, ring bowl. You can tell it's for rings because it has this little spire on it that you set your ring down on. And it is, you would think that it's just cut glass, because you can see the etchings on it, the cuts in it, and that kind of thing. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. Very clean, no damage, no scratches. Well, you know, minimal. Any scratches. There's a little bit of scratching on the spire, but that's because people have used it. It's vintage. It's used. That kind of thing. There's never going to be no damage on a vintage piece, especially if it's used. This is not glass. This is crystal. And from what I have learned from my mother, crystal is different from glass because it's heavier. This piece, were it glass, would not weigh as much as it does. In video, it's very difficult to show you that something weighs. Trying to get a good focus on that. It's hard to show you how much something weighs in it. If this was glass, it would feel much lighter. It just wouldn't feel as weighty. Also, crystal is extremely clear. That's where you get the term crystal clear from. Glass itself, while glass, you consider, oh, things are clear like glass, and you know, clean glass is very, very clear, and it is. Not like crystal. There is something about crystal when set next to a similar piece made of glass. Crystal will just shine. It'll sparkle. And there's just nothing. She's shown me, and so now it's very easy to tell the difference when you compare the two. When you set them side by side, nothing compares to crystal. So this is a very nice crystal ring dish. And again, just wipe it with some Windex. It's ready to sell. Good to go. Vintage, because, you know, just, yeah. So that's a really nice little piece that she just gave me. Glassware is her thing, so she could tell you. I'll have to get on the phone with her and talk to her about it, but that piece, she'll have a lot more information about the history of that piece, because she's done the research, and I have not yet had the opportunity to do so. Now, these are not crystal or glass or ceramic of any sort. These are plastic little trays, little trinket trays, bowls, very small. Yeah, these are little vanity trays. They're really cool. These are probably from the 60s or 70s. Based only on my knowledge of a little bit of art history, would I say 60s or 70s, because these are pieces from Andy Warhol collection, and also because of the material they're made out of. Andy Warhol, oh, they may have to go in a set of 4 instead of two sets of two. As you can see, there's a signature there. These are, of course, printed or sublimated onto these little dishes. The sunflower with the signature and that kind of thing. You can see this is a branded piece. You can see that there, of Andy Warhol. I'll get online, do a little more research to see the exact date of manufacture. And this is actually a set of 4. You have 2 large, 2 small. Normally, when you have something like that, you would split them into two listings. You would do 2 and 2. However, I just noticed that there's only the signature in the one small tray. So to do that, it's going to have to be a set of 4. It looks like that is the complete set. That is how it should be sold. So, but again, this is another thing where a little bit of Windex, knock it out, it's ready to be listed, good to go. So that is and then Mom also lent me a ultrasonic jewelry cleaner. You guys have seen those machines, they're just like that. And then we'll talk more about tips and tricks for actually cleaning jewelry during a stream. Worry about that later. I believe she brought this to me. This piece, I'm peeling the sticker off of it right now because I don't like stickers, and things look cheaper on camera when they have stickers, and I don't like that. Okay, so this piece is a standard wooden jewelry box. Just, you know, very, very simple, except for the fact that it's been hand painted. You see, those flowers were hand painted on. And whoever did that took a lot of care and a lot of they did a really fantastic job. I do a little painting on the side here and there. I don't do flowers. Flowers are actually very difficult to paint, in my opinion. There's a lot of shading and stuff and nuance that I don't understand when it comes to painting flowers. But someone took a lot of care to do that. So this piece, basically, it looks like someone DIY'd something and really took a lot of time to make this their own. And as a matter of fact, it is artist signed on the bottom and dated for 1993, which means that this piece is nearly 30 years old. Believe it or not, it makes me feel very, very old myself. But this piece is nearly 30 years old. Normally this could just be, again, cleaned up real quick, sent out the door. However, the interior of it is going to need some work. We are looking at a satin line. Again, this is put in by hand because it feels like it's put in with like hot glue. I just don't like the interior. Let's just be honest. I'm not one for lace and bows. It's just very dated and this lining in the bottom is very loose, and it doesn't look nice. And also it's quite dirty. So we're going to take some time and do some repair work on this. We're going to remove the existing lining in this and make it nicer. We're going to do something with the interior of this just to make it nice, and get it really, really ready so that the insides of this box match its beautiful, beautiful outsides, and you don't like go, oh, what a pretty box, and open it and go, oh my gosh, that's very, very dated and very childish almost, you know. We don't want that. So it's a gorgeous piece. It just needs a little work to make it stunning. Okay, so that's it for the jewelry boxes and trays and things like that. And again, that all came from my mom, who was paring down her shop. And then there's also some other pieces from her, but I've got this bag and we're gonna go through it that way. Oh, okay. So on Tuesday we went together to go and just see what is available in the local thrift stores. Things that, you know, we want to, because, you know, in my area the thrift stores are actually quite nice. To be a rural southern area, there's some nice thrift stores here. It's not super high end, but there's some nice pieces. And the great thing about being in an area that's not super high end is that your prices in your thrift stores are not what you would expect out of a super high end place. Let me loosen my choker a little bit. I got this choker as we were going around. I love it. I love chokers. So I'm purchasing things for my personal collection as well as we go. So the first thing I want to talk about is this jewelry box. It's a music box. It does work. Give it to you. Yeah. So that song, I looked it up online because I just kind of needed to look it up, is Closer to You. The music box is by Sankyo, Sankyo, Sankyo. This jewelry box is in amazing shape. There are some small scratches in the wood that will need to be cleaned up and that kind of thing, but obviously the jewelry box works extremely well when you wind it up. No problems with that at all. To find a working jewelry box that's this age is really nice, and I'm very excited. Oh, I found this out when I brought it home. So it looks like a piano, you know, and the top lifts, of course, because you can put your jewelry in it. It has this lifts. Now, you can't really do anything with this little ledge, but just the fact that the little keyboard cover opens and closes, that is so cute. Anyway, I found that very adorable. So there's that. We have some earrings. I believe these were actually given to me by Mom. These are clip-on earrings. That tells me that they were given to me by Mom, because whenever she did buy jewelry, she always bought, and she bought earrings, it was always clip-on earrings, because she did not like the idea of selling earrings for pierced ears due to cleanliness reasons. So we're going to take care of that by doing sanitation and that kind of thing when we do our cleaning. There's the loop. Just some necklaces. This is a really nice piece that I found. It's a necklace. These are seed beads, stranded and braided. This needs some cleaning, but it is ready to go. It is a gorgeous piece. I bought this originally to go in my personal collection because I just loved it so much. But then I looked at it online when I got it home, because I look at all the pieces online, and it's nice enough to actually go for sale. So it's just going to be resold if I just don't change my mind between now and then, because I really like that piece. Let's see. This is a fun little torque or choker. The reason I call it a torque instead of a choker is because it is open here in the front. Like this. The one I'm wearing is actually also a torque because it's open in the back. So you could wear it like so if you wanted to. But I wear it like this because it's actually comfortable as a choker for me as a larger person to wear it low, and it doesn't actually choke me. This unfortunately would not fit me, but I do love this little design. I love a torque, regardless of whether I could personally wear it or not. So that's just a little bit of polish, and it's ready to go. Very nice piece there. Simple stuff. You go into stuff's already getting tangled up. You go into some necklaces and that kind of thing. Some very nice glass. It looks like a stone, but it is glass. It is some very nice glass work there. This is a branded piece. LC. I don't remember the exact brand of that. I do believe it was sold under Liz Claiborne. It's not a Liz Claiborne. It is a something else. But, what is it, actually, that bothers me? It just says LC necklace on there. Well, I didn't keep up with it. But anyway. But then you go into your, other interesting pieces. And then you just go into your fun stuff, right? You have these pieces that other people have made over the years. Pendants and things. This is a brooch, handcrafted little pendant. Someone may have made it in art class at one point or another. It feels like air dry clay or polymer clay. Abstract little piece, pen on the back. Again, signed and dated on the back there, or initialed anyway. 91. So again, this is over 30 years old. And you find this kind of piece that someone made, and someone, you know, maybe they just did it for a grade in an art class, you know, for high school. Believe me, I've done that. And just put something together. But even when you do something like that for art class, you're putting something of yourself into it. And then it winds up, after 30 years, it winds up in a thrift store for, let's face it, 50 cents. You know, it was for 50 cents. And I think that's a shame. I think that's a shame, because it's a neat little piece. It's interesting. It's something to look at. It's something that someone put effort into. And I think that someone out there could really love this piece. So yeah, we're going to put it out there on the internet and see who'll bite. See who else can love that piece like I love it. I don't wear a lot of pins. I've picked up some pieces that I think, these cute, teeny tiny little daisy earrings. I don't know. They're just fun. We'll see. And then we just pick up some pieces that I like, because I like costume jewelry and I like big, bold statement necklaces. Get down there. You see that beautiful bronze and blue, and then the clear rhinestones. You know, these pieces are just so much fun. And now I don't know anything about it. I don't think it's branded or anything like that. But I think if we could clean it up a little bit, and looks like we're actually missing some, or maybe not, because it is missing some stones. Darn. We'll look and see. We'll see. I don't think it was missing stones Tuesday. Anyway, but there's pieces like that. There's pieces like this. These big, bold statement piece necklaces that, you know, yeah, they're probably were extreme. They're in thrift stores. Here's for all you animal lovers out there like I am, another brooch. This one's of 2 Scottish Terriers. You know, that's a really cool piece. It's dated. It's obviously something probably from the 70s. But there's a Scottish Terrier lover out there that wouldn't see this piece otherwise if it wasn't online. So it would just be in a thrift store. It would sit in the thrift store forever until someone eventually threw it away. Or someone like me comes along and snatches it up going, oh, that's cool. The world needs to see that. Another interesting piece that someone else made and you just pick up and find is this dichromatic glass pendant. Someone, I'm not sure how dichromatic glass is made or etched on or anything like that. I'm going to look that up because I think this is really, really interesting. Pardon me. This is glass. It is black glass, and there is a multicolored foil on that someone has drawn on or etched on, and then at some point fired or varnished to have that look, and then made it into a necklace pendant. Someone put effort into this. Someone put heart and soul into this, and it was in a thrift store, and I just don't think that's right. So we're going to see if find somebody out there who will love that piece, you know, and at the very least I'll put it on a chain, I'll wear it, you know. I like bangles. I like to buy bangles because I like to do things with bangles that are a little bit fun. I like to decoupage on bangles, and I might show you guys some of that later down the line, because that's some of my nerdier crap. We're going to talk a little bit about some of the things that I probably purchased that I went a little crazy with and probably shouldn't, maybe not have purchased. I don't know that it's going to be worth my time in the future to, I'm not going to say the company name because I just don't want to. There are companies out there, the MLM companies that sell jewelry. Their stuff winds up in thrift stores. I thought, hey, maybe these items are discontinued and they might be worth something to just resell because they're still on the original packaging. They still have the branded tag and everything. And so I was like, oh, I'll pick that up because, you know, it's in the thrift store. It's not very expensive in the thrift store right now. But without doing research to know what pieces have been discontinued and therefore actually valuable for resale, I picked up some pieces that aren't. they're not really worth my time. So those were a little bit of a failure on my part, a little bit of a mistake. This little thing is going to be the death of me. String. It's on there good. Hang on 1 second. There you go. Need some scissors. Alright. There's a string that was holding the tag on this beautiful piece that I haven't actually looked at online because I didn't notice it during while I was like going through the the bags and stuff after bringing it home. Oh, it's a Gordian knot if I ever saw one. See, here's a preview of the cleaning stream. Watch me untie things. Okay, here we go. And that's how you deal with a Gordian knot. You just trim it real quick. Alright. So, this is a beautiful little necklace. It's got a wood and a wood piece behind there. Nice. I love seed beads. I love the strands. So it's a multi-strand seed bead piece. And it is an EL. It's branded. Right there. Again, I don't remember what brand that is. Let's see if I wrote it down. Nope, sure didn't. Darn her. But, you know, it's pretty. It's branded. So that's just a nice little piece that'll just be as is, resold. You know, that kind of thing. Found some pieces that I'm going to be taking apart because I like the material. I love this iridescent glass work. It looks almost like shell, but it's glass. The oil slick colors on that are to die for, and it has these nice flat beads, this nice small beads. Something like this will make a lot of really nice bookmarks or some beautiful earrings, or, you know, it's just a really nice necklace. And while by itself it may not be worth going through the trouble of just reselling it, it will make a lot of really nice other pieces that then will be worth selling. We have some beautiful, this is another glass pendant, and this one is strung on several strands of seed beads. Glass, I like glass. I like pulled and blown glass. I think you can do some really fun things with it. This is not a handmade piece. This is something that was sold in stores, but it's ready for resale. It's ready to go. No changes to it at all. You know. So yeah, so there's all of that. I have a whole other box. But this has gone on for nearly 40 minutes. Just me explaining things and going through half of what I've got here. Most of the other stuff I have here, I have findings and tools, not tools, but findings to make bookmarks, put things on the ends of ribbons for bookmarks, like the iridescent oil spill glass. We have ribbon, we have other pieces of broken jewelry. We have all kinds of really interesting things to make things with. So, other than just these pieces that are going to be up for resale later, we have lots of fun stuff to stream with later, which is going to be awesome. So, I need to clean up this mess where I've torn everything apart. I need to reorganize, make sure I'm ready for a stream, and hopefully I will see you guys on Sunday. Thank you so much for coming by. All the links to anything I've mentioned as far as my shop, my mom's shop, my aunt's shop, all of that's going to be down below, so please check them out. You know, tell them I said hi. Tell them Gorgon sent you. They'll be thrilled to talk to you. They're really, really nice ladies. They're tons of fun. And they've got some really cool stuff in their shops. So yeah, check them out. That's Between the Ages, Eclectic Fair, and then Gorgon's Kiss on Etsy. Alright, so check us out. We will see you on Sunday. Bye.